Hello, everybody. Can you hear me okay? Perfect. I knew I had some setting changes, but... let me get that form link. Give me a sec here. Alright. How are we doing tonight? I'm getting your form. You be patient. I don't have all those fancy stuff that everyone else has. Alright, should be pinned. It just sent 2 messages. Oh no, it is pinned. Okay. Good. Let me shrink stuff down here. Alright, how are we doing tonight? Good to see you here, Starcar. Good to see you here, Billy Steak. You can send contests. Actually, we should probably not. No contest levels until contest is over. That'd be probably smart. No contest levels for this stream, please. We'll do that in streams after the judging is all done. Hello, Co-op. Good to see you here. Alright, we're gonna wait for some entries to come flooding in here. While we do that, why don't I beat the daily? We'll skip that one. Polar Bear daily. Polar Bear only builds like medium levels now. There we go. Nice fire in the hole sound effect. That was actually really cool. I don't know what killed me. This level is so, like, joke-coded. I don't know if I like this. For those who are joining, I'm playing through the daily. Toaster, I sent to Gigs. I sent to Gigs right now. No other mods yet, but if you need a send from Gigs, you can feel free to request. Syncs pretty well, actually. The swords. Oh my gosh. Hopefully by the time I end this, I'll have enough form responses to get started here. This isn't the easiest to read daily of all time. Math problem, 2 plus 9 is 11. 35 minus 17 is, oh geez, cross 2 out. 15 minus 7 is 8. 2 minus 1 is 1. 18. 10 times 25 is 250. X cubed minus 4x squared plus 5x minus 2 equals 0. Plug in a 1. 1 minus 4 plus 5 would be... Yeah, it's 1, isn't it? Okay. Either works. Well, I don't want to be too sure, so... Interesting level. I think that's a pretty poor daily, though. Not gonna lie. Yeah, that's not a good daily. It's a cool level, it's just not good for daily, in my opinion, but... Alright, I think we got enough responses. Yeah, we got 7. Let's go ahead and get started. I played them through in order to start things off. Alright, this first level is by Riley Naya, and it is made for fun, is what they said, so... Can't be replicated, never be the same. Oh. Alright, well let's give it a shot. Here. Oh, sorry. Here we go. Interesting visual ideas here. I will say the background stuff's really cool. It feels a little on the empty side, especially with our structures. Like nothing's holding them up. And I think if you had some structure, like some just lines holding it up to the base or from the ceiling, that could look really cool, you know? At the moment, the concept's interesting. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, another thing. This is just some like, if you put some invisible slopes, you might have actually done that. Invisible slopes, but like the invisible slope effect when that's going by would look like a really cool block effect, which would add some extra stuff to that. Yeah, I really like the ideas. I just don't like how the structures are floating, you know? But this is still really cool. Yeah. And adding a little... I think you were going for a more simple idea, but... Oh, the enter effect messed it up. That might be true, actually. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. In that case, maybe having blocks behind it, maybe? Like, it looks like it's been, like, punched through the background. Could be an interesting effect. Yeah. I can see you went for more simple block designs. That's awesome. I think adding, like, a little bit of stuff here and there could help. Sorry, that's nope, not that. Dream Quest, there we go. Because at the moment, it feels a little on the empty side. So, even some like air decoration, like the second part looked awesome. First part and last part kind of felt a little on the empty side of both the block designs and the backgrounds. But no, the concept in this is really cool. Yeah. I'll see if Gigs is interested in that. There's a chance he would not send it. But I'll give it a shot with him. Where is my... I guess I need to one home. Yeah, I'll give it a shot with him. Yeah. I do think more could be added, but for what it is, it does a good job. No problem, Toaster. All right. Let me delete that form response, and we're going to go to the next one here. We have 9 responses now. This is Billy Steaks level. Grassland. And Billy Steak said, I was bored, speedrun if you like, it's not a long plat. 30-second platform made for fun. All right, let's give it a try. I see you're using Sneaky Snitch. Thank you for adding an orb sound. I think we could also use a jump sound. Cool floating platforms. All right, it's sundown time. Now, here's some plot tips. Right now it kind of feels like I can play this in classic mode, you know? Just send one map, please. That way everybody has an equal chance. I only play people's maps once. So you have to wait till the next stream, Toaster. But thanks for asking about it. This feels like I'm playing a classic level with some added upwards jumping. I think if you had him have to go left a couple times, it would add a lot of gameplay diversity. That'd be fun.
You shall not pass!
Watch me. That's pretty funny. Ah, that's cool. Cool stuff, Billy Steak. I definitely think more air deco is needed. Some more interesting gameplay, but fun for what it is. I assume it was a speed build. Yeah, made in an hour. Yeah, pretty fun level for what it is. I enjoyed it. Thank you for sending it to me. Stupid Discord notifications blocking my star value. Stop. Don't send another one. I won't, if I see your name pop up twice, I will try to avoid it because I want to make sure I play everybody's entries, you know? So, only send one. That's a usually good rule of thumb for mod streams as well. I did not copy over that ID correctly. Let's try that again. Alright, this is a star car level. This is Clown Party. It's for his in-between series. It's the 2.0 level for it. All right, and this is between Deadlock and Finger Dash. I think I remember seeing this level. It's pretty cool. Very 2.0-esque. I like the use of Mirror Portal. Never gets enough love. It does feel really basic 2.0. That I feel like you could have added a little bit more, especially in the terms of like effect. I know you're going for a Rob Top style, but even Rob Top will add like pulsing in the background, you know? Just having a plain old purple BG, well, there's like some stuff going on in the song. I feel like maybe that's some missed potential. I don't know. And now we're getting some cool ideas. Yeah, this is what I mean right here. Like adding some like stuff that makes it yours. That's brilliant. Yeah, and the block effect there, that's a excellent idea. Bit of a tricky jump here, or maybe just weird practice. Stop there. Ooh. This I requested demon. It might be a requested demon. I guess I'm making a fool of myself. Wave gameplay is really fun. Let's see, you got the 3D correct as well. That's pretty easy to do wrong in a wave. And something that I really appreciate is you did the 3D correct even when there's not an option for it. Like on these top spikes up here on the top of the wave section. That I really appreciate. That's something I also did in my first featured level, is I did this painfully for all the slopes in the spider part. And hardly anyone does it. It's kind of maddening, because it looks so good when you do it. And this is no exception. Now, I'm not a personal fan of how, like, monochrome this is. Like, it feels like everything's on light BG. And with 2.0, it had so many color channels. It might be cooler if it was, like, different colors in the blocks. I can totally see the vibes you're going for, though. That part's fun. I like the speed changes syncing up to the different like consonants and dissonance in the music. That's really nice. Yeah. I certainly think there's things to improve on. I think, in general, the energy was a little less than I would want from, like, a Frantic 2.0 level. I think you can improve on that with the using more background pulsing, as well as more interesting, like, block pulsing and effects. Like, some of those effects you had were really cool. Would like to see it kind of repeated a little bit. Could have added a lot more, I guess, fun stuff, but... Yeah, I agree with Infra is kind of face value traditional details. And yeah, it felt a little basic, but I do think it's still very rate worthy. I will share this with Gigs. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Yeah, the thing with doing in-between RobTop levels is RobTop levels are actually surprisingly really well made. And it's really hard to replicate that. I do think this kind of falls flat in that regard of replication, but man, your 3D was excellent. That 3D was so baller. I give you props for giving it a shot. It's really hard to do RobTop style. Especially RobTop style to the degree that RobTop's done it. Alright, Koav has submitted a level. Let's take a look. It's a work in progress, so I will give you some feedback on this. First to attempt at deco, made for fun. It's not totally done, but you'd like some feedback, I can give you some of that. Alright. Right off the bat, I'm liking that you included different size pluses at different rotations. That shows that you're willing to put in the work of adding variation, and that is awesome. Something you can consider doing, Koav, is having each of those pluses kind of with the rotate trigger kind of move back and forth a little bit. That could be a cool addition to help add more life to your block design instead of making it feel static, you know? Now for the backgrounds, it's not bad. Maybe an additional mountain parallax, like maybe a bit of a steeper mountain in the back could make look a little cool. You know how much I hate these saws. These saws look terrible. I think you should add a little bit more to that. Oh my, I hate the look of those saws. Oh, and that's another thing. Let's go back a little bit. The easing, the easing works. If you've ever seen back in and out or back out looks awesome on slow speeds. So if maybe try some back out on those saws. That way they dip down a little bit before they rise back up. It would really help with it. I think it would really match with this like calm music that you got going on. Oh. The blinking stars are cool. They come in a little suddenly though. Maybe some easing on that. I'm not sure how you're doing that. Is it it might be the particle trigger actually. You could do some easing. That could be cool on the stars. I like the subtle blur in this. That works nicely. The block designs I think are a little bland. I think you could add maybe some accents to that. So pulses as well. Yes, thank you, Shadowed. This is a calm song, so pulses could be a little hard to add, but even just some very subtle pulses to like the beat. Boom, 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 boom. Could really adds, keep in some of that energy that we do want as a player of the level. I like the subtle movements of that. These wiggly lines are a really cool addition. They should be on a lower opacity than the blocks. That way they don't look like obstacles. So I'd put those on a low opacity, just so you can just like see them a little bit, you know? And don't worry, this VOD will be uploaded in case you need all this feedback again. Block design certainly interesting. I would like to see a little bit more like motion. I don't know how you would do it, but a cool thing would be like if the block design like had a radiating effect, like maybe a diamond expanded out using the scale trigger behind the blocks. That could look cool. I would push this transition a little bit farther back. Currently, it doesn't really work with the music. Because, like, the music changes right there. That's where I think your portal should be. Where the music changes. That's not a huge deal. You're still doing some sync. That's some cool Swigcopter gameplay. Thank you for doing Correct 3D. A little bit more in the background would be cool. I know I'm overloading you. It's okay. You can take your time on dissecting this. I love this. That's an awesome effect. Koov, that is awesome. That effect is really cool. I do think maybe the block designs could use a little bit more. I noticed you have grass in the background. Don't be afraid to add that grass to your blocks too. Adding some grass. You can even do like a gray grass with a smaller black grass in between, and that'll look like the grass is part of the blocks. Like, those subtle details really make a big difference in like visual experience. I know end screen doesn't matter, but you should do a better end screen than this. Oh, that's enough. I think for a lot, you're going for, I think, a Vaporwave style with the lines in the background, and I think a lot of Vaporwave levels, they have the lines kind of like move downwards or move upwards. That could also add a lot of motion to your project too. So that's just some things to think about, because I'm really liking your base ideas here. And as I said, the VOD will be available after stream, so you can take a look at this all again. But yeah, you got some really solid ideas. What I'm providing is more of just like additional ideas you could do that might help round out some of the loose edges, you know? Yeah, no problem, Koov. Thank you for sharing your level. This is awesome. Now let's see, a 2-star? I think so, yeah. Alright, give me 1 second here. I have to respond to my girlfriend real fast. My girlfriend just got back from a volleyball game she's playing, so I wanted to make sure I responded to her. Alright, we're going to play a couple more in order here. Alright, now, Gabriel Mario, I already reviewed this level in my server. And I already sent it over to Gigs, I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to skip on this one. I already played that in my server, so I'm not going to play it in stream today. Alright, Purist Adventure. Azulhino, you can submit a different level. I'm not doing Purist levels right now because I'm still grading, and I don't want any, like, judge bias to come through in stream right now. So Gabby and Azulhino, if you want to send in different levels, feel free to. Once again, I'm not playing any Purist entries right now. I still have to grade through those. I will play them after I finish judging. I hope that sounds fair. To those who don't know, I'm hosting a contest, and that was a contest level. Alright, Twilight. That's not straight 1.0, it's 1.3. Yeah, I remember I think I played this level because I was grading, or I was doing a review of a different level, right? Or is this the level I reviewed? I don't think I reviewed this. MZMR, have you got a review on this level? See you, Starcar. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I played it because I think I played it because it was you remade it in one of your other levels, and I wanted to take a look at the original. Is that the case? No. I'm pretty sure you referenced it. So, hold on, let me check Discord real fast. Yeah, it's you submitted your sequel or prequel to Twilight. Yeah. That's why I played it. I wanted to see what you were sequeling. Hey Goldcraft, good to see you here. So that's why I played it. I will play it on stream because I kind of forgot. So. Yeah, pretty solid 1.3 so far. I forgot to check the description here. Made unused song 1.3 GDPS. It's old. All right. Yeah, you probably heard me say this a lot, and I know this is an old level, but some pulsing here could be really cool, especially even in the ground. The ground is something a lot of people overlook, but the ground pulses can really add a lot to a level. Because right now it feels a bit flat. But wicked designs. Once again, you gotta kick like a clap going on in the bass. That should sync to the backgrounds. But yeah, we got this is some awesome designs for 1.3. Yes. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Is that transition alright? Yeah, that's fine. How is it we got 2 levels of mirror portals so far? Yeah, it definitely shows a little bit of its age. There are a bit of jagged edges to it. I also think there's a kind of a lack of stink going on. Ah, yes. This must be one of your first levels you did this effect in. Yeah, it definitely could use a little polish. There's some gaps. Some gaps in your thing. 4th best legendary level. That's sick. Yeah, I think honestly the designs are fine. Just a little bit of polish is probably needed, and as well as a little bit more sync, in my opinion. Okay, this is sick. This part's awesome. Except I broke it. Oh. What? What? Yeah, those are acting really strange. You might want to fix that spot. I don't know why it's acting that way. But it's probably because they're rotated a little bit. But no, this is such a cool effect. I can see why this is still unique for the 1.3 GDPS. I love this block design. I actually had similar designs in 1.0 ideas. This looks like trees. Awesome. And I'm sure, I know definitely 1.3 GDPS has rotating like solid blocks. And I know in like these parts, these would normally be rotated. They cannot be in 2.2. So it does take away from a little bit of the visual appeal. Cool, Cubafo. yeah, certainly great. Like I said, I think some added sync additions could look cool. But yeah, other than that, that's a fantastic 1.3 level. I will share this over to Diggs. That looks sick. Thanks for sharing that. I'm glad I got to play through it again. Alright, I will do one more in order, I think, before I... no, we only got 12. I think I can continue doing order. Oh. Okay, this is technically your level, isn't it? This is technically your level. Isn't this MZMR? I'm not gonna play it in this stream, okay? The other joke level. Yeah, I'm not gonna play it in this stream. I only play one per person. So I can get through everybody's levels, but... I appreciate you sending it in anyway. And it's an extreme, okay. Alright, Xanax Universe, that GD feeling. Alright, so this is a level I made just to experience with the use of multiple styles in a short levels. Using 2.0 style pixel blocks and crazy color changes. That sounds fantastic. Let's take a look. I see we're following these glow things down. I think it could look cool if we added the corners to them as well. Or maybe the rounded out so that it falls down with having a little bit more of a defined edge. Blocks are also a little simple. I think they work well, but maybe add another thing to the blocks. Also, having just a pad in the middle of nowhere on a block we can't see, I don't know if that's the best thing. I think maybe a line with some solid white glow below could look really cool there, just so that it doesn't look like we're just floating to the red pad, you know? Okay. This part, I do not like the way it looks visually, personally. These saws look, don't match the rest of the level right now. I think a different saw design is needed. I don't really like just the standard blocks with I guess a blending color. This looks kind of really generic. The lightning's a good effect. The rest of it just kind of feels meh. In my opinion. Ooh, and that doesn't... it works alright. Except that doesn't work. Yeah, colors here, that blue color doesn't look really good. Like compositionally, I feel like it's missing some more cohesion. Because this is like 5 different ideas happening at the same time, and they don't really complement each other. I think if you went for something that like complemented itself more, like some designs that worked in with the background, or is working with this like glowy laser thing, I think that would look a lot better. Okay, that's a blind click. I do not like blind clicks. You should totally make that a pad. This block design is really cool. Could be cool if this also fades as it goes down. That's a weird place to end. Hey, local ghost bro. Yeah. I think compositionally, you should find more stuff that complements itself. Right now, we have a lot of varied ideas, and no ideas like particularly fleshed out as well as it could be. So I think you need to go back through, add some stuff that kind of helps build upon the level concept you're going for, that supports the other elements of the level, including like the background, your block design, the air deco, and the song. Right now it feels a little random. I need to mute 1 second. All right, I am back. Sorry, I thought a family member was coming up. They, in fact, were not. So, all right. Thank you for sharing your level. Next level is by Super Bunny 123. Deep Blue. This. Aha! This is the level from my first contest. I couldn't find this level. And that is because they uploaded it unlisted friends only on accident. So I actually played through this after my first contest. And we'll play through it together here as well. Let's see what they said in the description. 1.0 level made for fun. All right. I believe this is ocean themed, so let's take a look. The transitions feel a bit sudden, but the gameplay's cool. There we go. I think some added pulse sticks could be nice. Just keep some energy going through, you know. As well as some more background pulses. It's been pretty stagnant Deep Blue right now. Oh, that's what it's supposed to do. Now, okay, this might be a personal gripe, but I do not like it when people use the default 1.0 like four-sided block and just kind of put it in lines. I think that looks really amateurish, and I think almost any other block design in 1.0 looks better than just putting a bunch of these default blocks together. So I would recommend trying some other stuff than that. Especially when you're writing words. This is probably the worst block you could use to write words. That's all good, Super Bunny. Yeah, because the block design kind of takes me away from it because of the abundant use of the default block here. Ooh, I think that might be a thing you need to fix. Yeah, there's a potential you can die on that spike. This part's really nice. GG's. See, I'm a little torn on this one because there was gameplay was pretty interesting. It felt really static, and something you have to try a lot on is keep energy going. And there are a lot of spots in this where that energy just felt like stagnant. I really like some of the ideas with like the fishes and the spiky underwater elements. The default blocks and the staticness, though, I don't know. There's also a couple gameplay spots that you can like just die unfairly, which is a really common problem for 1.0 levels. I don't know. I'm on the fence about this one, personally. I think right now I'm thinking not. I think it needs a little bit more pulse energy, maybe a little bit of a change in block design. But it's a really cool level. Yeah, I really enjoyed that a lot. I don't personally like the block design and but no, it's a really nice level. I'm so sad I missed out on the contest. That would have been fun to grade. Yeah, no problem. I hope it's helpful. Soggy Promenade by Wettles. Oh, they have creator points. Person said this is not their level, so they submitted a level they found cool, which is all good. So why don't we take a look at this? I should know who Wettles is. The thing is, I don't know who that is. Very interesting style. It's like it's a pixely style, but with like, I don't even know, like a retro arcade game feel. Yeah, this is a nice way to do. Really good design. Creator had a legendary rated easy weekly demon. Well, I don't pay attention much to that, unfortunately. But I really like the arts that are all around here, as well as just the retro but ethereal feeling. That's a combination don't see very much. Now, the composition of these blue blocks, I think, could be better blended. The block really sticks out, like the brick block really sticks out. I think some maybe glow blending it in with the darker animated section could look cool. But no, the vibes on this are very, very good. Like, I can tell the vision was met. Yeah, this is almost like Neo design blocks. Those are some weird fishes. Hey, look, it's me! Is that a very long snake? It is. Called it. I like that. I like that a lot. Looks like Nexter sent it. I do think that's send-worthy. That's something that brings off a vibe that you don't really get a chance to see. It's very unique. I enjoyed that. Thank you for submitting that. That was awesome. Yeah, I think with the right mods, this is a easy feature. I think a couple mods will be very stingy about the block design in some sections, but I thought it was fine. I think that's perfectly fine. Works well with the vibes. Alright, next up we have a level by Deadly Blockman called Snowdown. don't think I put a deadly block on the level yet. No, I have not. All right. Well, let's give this a play. All right. So personally, those 2 snare hits feel really important in the transition. I would add like a pulsing or something to that. I think that would help booster it. And Shadow is right. There could be use some more air deco, as well as I guess working in the pixel blocks a little better. Like these spikes right here, they look a little odd, especially since we had non-pixel spikes earlier. So it's more of just mixing it together. MZMR, if you want to send in someone else's level, you can. Alright, I don't agree with the big background pillar things. I don't think that works very well compositionally. What I think could work well compositionally is some, like, ice mountains. Like, you have some in the background, but I think, like, solid ice of, like, snow top. That could be awesome. Another thing is the colors. I don't know if those are the best choices. I guess because, again, compositionally it doesn't work that well. That was a cool transition.
Shut down.
I heard a song cut, so I assume you cut to the last drop. Hey, the wall climb concept. The camera moves are actually, I think, pretty good on this. Yeah, like this block design, how it the ice blocks just kind of are there. They're not like incorporated. Like there's black gray glow here, but it's a harsh contrast between the part being glowed and the block design itself. I think that needs to be better incorporated, especially since it just like cuts off right at the start of the block design. That looks really odd. I also think blending needs to be put on the light blue glow on the top of the blocks, because right now it's really standout-ish. Nice wave gameplay. That worked in really well. Lever cutoff. That looks awesome. Yeah. It's a cool level. There's a bunch of parts that feel like it doesn't entirely work with like what you're going for. I think also a darker background overall would help. Right now with that bright background, it's really making it hard to fit things together. But it's certainly a very nice level. Yeah, it's very fun. The camera movements are excellently done. Like that's some really impressive camera work there. I don't think I'll be sending it to gigs because of some of the compositional elements in the block design and the emptiness, but it's a excellent start for sure. I would call it like an insert 8. There's some really good stuff in that. Yeah. All right. Next level is by Alex Birder. Ocean Blue. Ocean modern styled level made to enjoy and chill. Inspired from Sweet Sin dedicated to Cho 10. So 2 very big creator point grinders then. Alright, let's take a look. Haven't I played this level? Is this a re-upload? Hold on, let me take a look inside the description. Okay. It's an updated level. Yeah, I remember playing this. Well, I'll give it a playthrough again. So this is like re-uploaded then, isn't it? Because I don't remember it having this title. Yeah, we've done a lot of changes. That area fade is really cool. I don't like the lavender color. I don't know if that works very well with what you want to go with here. It's also, I think, once again, I think these moving pillars should be on an opacity. I think I told you that every time. I think that would work better in this section. No, the area tint does look really cool. Once again, I think it's a color composition thing with some of those other levels. Now that's an interesting part. Yeah, the effects are really cool. You should change your name. It still says Rainbop here. So you should change that, Alex Roeder. Yeah, the effects are looking really cool. I think it's really down to your color and your use of opacity on objects that aren't important. So like the pillars that move, I think should be on opacity to show, hey, these are a background feature. I would maybe swap out some of the colors, especially that lavender color. That looks a little jarring, but your effects are coming along nicely. You keep making this level better, and that's awesome. Yeah. Your ideas are coming through. Love to see that. Yeah, and your goal of making a modern level in your own style, you're definitely achieving that. Yeah, for sure. It's looking very cool. Hey, Jonathan. Good to see you here. Okay, next level is from King K. King K choose level. Choose from 5 levels. Each level has 12 or more different ways. Oh my goodness, this sounds crazy. Let's take a look. How old is this? 2 years ago. Wow. I guess I have to choose one. I chose 1. So I think most of these are going to be 1.0 levels, aren't they? Or 1.0 style levels. Yeah, I keep getting the ball. I love the ball. Yeah, this is a really cool concept. The gameplay is also pretty fun for the most part. Yeah, I love levels about exploration. I'm curious, what does 5 look like? Okay, so they all look about the same. This one has added saws. Yeah, it's certainly a very cool concept. Now, whether it's something that can get rated is a different question entirely. Because conceptually, this is really awesome. The designs and like the feel of it is like really underdeveloped. And this is like a type of concept I would love to see with like simple theme design. Like you have a forest section, a tech section, or maybe a 1.0 section, maybe an army section, a circus section. Adding in themes instead of just having it all be like a simple 1.0, I think would make this rate worthy. Right now it feels more layout based than anything. I know it's not a layout, but it's given off that kind of vibe, kind of like it's very simply designed based only on the gameplay. But no, conceptually this is fantastic. In fact, I had an idea about making levels similar to this that I've just never been able to execute because it's hard. It's really hard to pull off something like this. I think if you made each zone its own theme with its own themed decorations, I think for sure this would be rate worthy. Right now, I think a little underdeveloped decoration-wise, but really cool concept. Yeah, this level is really old, yeah. I think with like 2.2, especially adding the random trigger, it does feel a little outdated in that regard, which is a little unfortunate. Yeah, you had to drop it before 2.2 came out. Okay, I see that. Alex Butter, I only play one level per person, so unless it's by somebody else. Alright, next level is by Royan. Ooh, okay, let's take a look here. It's an Extreme Demon. 1.9 GDPS Extreme Demon Mega Collab made for April Fool's Day. This level is obviously a joke, the premise being it's almost entirely built from scrap to replace parts of highly anticipated mega collabs on the GDPS called Electromagnetic, hosted by GeForce, which has been in development since 2018-2019. Electromagnetic is a super old mega collab themed around electricity, metal, magnets, and stuff. A lot of well-known creators participated in it. Majako, Grenade of Tacos, but after all these years, the level is still not finished. Parts being replaced, creators give up. Royan and Tacos came up with the idea of making a joke level for April Fools based on the unused parts and assets. Cool level, epic designs and big length, bit random with inconsistent quality, but there's still much to enjoy. That sounds awesome. Like, genuinely, what a cool idea for scrapped parts that aren't going to be included in your mega collab. Now, I don't know how well I'm going to be able to showcase this. I might have to switch into editor Scully Hop mode, but we'll take a look here. Already, I'm loving this. Like, look at those designs. Ooh. And already it's showing its extreme demonness. Oh my goodness. Ooh, that actually juked me. Amazing. I'm shocked how well they were able to put these parts together. Gameplay feels like it'd be fun for someone of the skill. I'm unfortunately not of the skill yet, but that's what my other streams are for. I should probably put on my percentage. Yeah, the parts do feel like a little underdeveloped for a professional Mega Collab. Okay, some of these ideas are just completely underdeveloped. Wait, what? Oh, it's a troll. I'm so stupid. Interesting part. Oh, what am I supposed to do here? I can see why this is an April Fool's prank. Alright, we're gonna go into editor mode. That is way too hard for me. Here we go. We're gonna switch on ignore damage. Already seen all this. Ugh. I forgot about that. Yeah, this is no way I was going to play this. Oh my god. Then blue is a nice touch here. Not even halfway through, folks. This is a crazy long level. I don't even know what to do here anymore. That's a troll. This whole thing's a troll. There we go. Holy crap, this is hard. Golden 9 circles effect. That works, I guess. Holy crap. The Among Us part. I didn't realize there's still a part after this. I already sent the ones from requests to Gigs. I haven't heard back from him yet. I might have to send him a reminder, but... Yeah, okay, so for an April Fool's gag, that is surprisingly high quality. Way too hard for me. It was verified legit by Royan. I think Gigs is going to kick out of this, personally, so I'm going to send that to him. Because, wow, that's crazy good. But it's also crazy hard, so... Alright. Next request is Sumpiex. I forget how to pronounce his name, but Agento ad nominal. Hope I said that right. Maximum suffering. It's an extreme demon. Oh, back-to-back extremes. Alright, we'll see how much of this we can play. Yes, I'm sending to Gigs, Jonathan. Oh yeah, I saw this on my friends list. That is definitely a video. Give me a second as I watch that. Holy, wow, that's like troll level 2. Alright, I'm gonna watch this video. I'm gonna watch a showcase of it. Wow, this is visually really impressive. Yeah, this is awesome. The gameplay looks really cool. Something way out of my skill range right now, but it's very surreal. Like, Sympiex, you did an awesome job making this like a surreal feeling while also trying to connect it in with various things here. Like, the stained glass part's so pretty. Yeah, some color compositions look really strange, but I think that might have been done on purpose as well. That's so cool. This is actually a really cool level. I'll show it in the editor, but it's way too hard for me personally. It's also like confusing gameplay, but some really pretty stuff. Like, look at this little house. That's so cool. And there's a part with stained glass. Trying to find that. This. Look at the way that it's stained glass. That's so cool. Oh, you're in chat. Awesome. You're colorblind. Okay. That's all right. I think you actually did a really good job with the colors regardless. This is the block pulsing here is really cool. But man, I love a lot of the things you did in here. And I think the way that you executed it, the surreality of it doesn't matter. The colors don't entirely matter as much. Like, that is a really cool level. I really like that. Oh, I need to put it in the folder. Way out of my skill range, but it's a really cool watch. I think you did a good job with that. Right. Got a level from Shadowed here. Buffer 2. The preview. All right. Collab with Ethan, because I think his level needs some improvements. Kind of cooked, still more to come, though. It's a preview. Oh. So are you taking an Ethan level and fixing it, or are you actually collabing with him, Shadow? Shadow, is this taking a level of his and improving, or is it a collab? While I wait for him to respond, I'll just start playing it. He gave the level to you. Okay, that makes sense. Wow, that's crazy gameplay. Looks to be 1.0. I think I remember seeing some progress of this in the server. Right, personally, I would erase the portals that aren't needed, because already it's a pretty difficult gameplay at that spot. Let's take a look. I assume that's probably the spot you're working on fixing, though. All right, that's... Oh, I'm in there. Try that again. Yeah, your decoration here is... I assume this is your decoration, Shadowed, correct? Oh, purple's recommend... You should have told me that! You didn't even include that in your description. Come on. Now I gotta go all the way back here, grab purple, come all the way back into my editor. Not click on GJJ7 True. This gameplay, some of this gameplay feels really awkward. That could just be it's learny, but I'd maybe try to make it less awkward, like widen some of the gaps. But visually, this is a great improvement from what I remember seeing. Oh, I'm supposed to enter that. This mound, I think Ethan designed that. That could maybe be more filled in. Yeah, a lot of this gameplay feels a little awkward. That also could just be because of its difficulty. I don't know what Ethan was originally going for. I think probably Insane Demon. Would be my guess. This part's pretty fun. I like the head hitter blocks. Those really add a lot to it. That's a really tight gap. Wow. Okay. And then expected to ramp back up that orb is a little crazy. I'm getting frame rate problems, and it's not because of the level. Why is my computer doing this? It's plugged in. Yeah. It's because there's a system update. You gotta be joking. Alright, now we get to our speed core parts. I think for this part, erasing the portals that aren't needed would be helpful, but... You buffed it too. Some of your buffs, I think, might be too strong. Some of those buffs might be a little strong, so... Yeah, I would recommend keep fixing up the gameplay to kind of fit where you're going for. I need to get back that level so I can put it in my save folder. Keep fixing the gameplay to be more, I guess, fair and less gimmicky. The decoration you're doing is excellent. Continue doing that. Goldcraft, you're wondering about where conclusion is. It's right here. I keep it in my editor. I might release this as an unlisted for friends at some point. But no, it's gonna stay here. Alright, let's find some other levels to play. Alright, I got 1 out of 20. If my computer continues lagging, I'm going to have to end stream early, which is going to be really annoying, but... Poisonous from 1.6 GDPS. Had fun in 1.6 editor, want to improve in general, have more levels saved. Very proud of this one in particular. Okay. Well, considering there's no likes, I'm going to first take a look in the editor, so give me 1 second. Just to make sure everything is safe. Oh, not that. Okay. Looks pretty safe to me. All right, let's play. Okay. It is contest participant level. I was just worried about the no likes. All right, interesting start. I don't like the red ground with the green outline. That looks really strange, in my opinion. All right, pretty copy and pasted here. Could maybe use some variation there. Ooh, that's fun. This part I do like. Once again, the colors, I'm not sure if they work very well compositionally here. I've been saying that a lot this stream. I understand that. But I think the colors could have been better. And this feels a little on the empty side, so. Goldcraft, to be surprised, purple or green both represent poison, so I might try green at some point, but I've seen plenty of poison levels recommend purple as well. And we're not going to be able to see the pulsing stuff because we're in a practice mode, which is a little unfortunate. I don't think that transition works as well as it wants to. Yeah, certainly some really cool ideas. Factory, here we go. This ending part's really nice. Although I don't like the orbs. I don't like when people like spam orbs. Like this. That might just be a personal preference though. Yeah, there's certainly some really cool stuff there. Let me try with green at the beginning, see if that improves my opinions of it. Works better with the blocks. I'd say that, but all the three colors used here, green, purple, red. I don't know if that works as well as it should. Yeah, the concepts are really interesting. I think it's just execution right now, because at the moment we're using quite a bit of copy and paste. I think if we diversified a bit. Because like these are all copy and pasted, those were copy and pasted. Adding some diverse structures will be cool. Because like this part's pretty cool. And this UFO is really fun. I'd also like to see a little bit more like sync and energy getting pumped through here, you know? But this UFO is so fun. Like, I really enjoyed this. Gonna play through it again because it's so fun. Man, that's a blast. But I certainly think the ending sections are completely rateable. It's the beginning sections that have me questioning, especially like the first two. So I don't think I'll send it right now. But if that stuff gets fixed at the beginning, I think this would be a definite send to gigs from me. But for right now, I'll just give it a like and a rating here, 6 stars. All right. But yeah, it's some really awesome ideas. I really like some of the ideas there. Yeah, green did look a little better. They just didn't request green, so maybe request a green color as the color choice as well. That might also be help you. Masked Flame 443 has submitted a level. Jam Locked, a platformer for Jam Attack. Misty commented really fun. That's good news to me. First platformer, all right. Easy, medium, demon. Let's give it a try here. I'm going to go back to normal Scully. Normal Scully's player colors don't work very well on a lot of player color levels. Is there supposed to be music right now? Oh, I think I've seen this level. I recognize this. I don't have the Nong song on. Okay. Oh, wait, we want no death effect. Or is that death sound effects? Oh, well, who knows. Here we go. Player 2 shoots. Woo! That's fun. I just realized we're timed. That's really scaring me. I think maybe a bit of a better background could have been done. This background looks not the best, in my opinion. Oh, come on, I killed you. There we go. I'm not grabbing that diamond. We're just going to keep going here. Another thing is the... What the? We didn't see that. The other thing is the block design looks really simple. We'd like to maybe see some variation or some, like, color pulsing inside it. But this is really fun. I like how you can kill those things instead of just having to avoid them. Die, trash. Running out of time. Grab this. Run. Oh, that's unfair. All right. Ah, sure, gimmick. I'm not killing you. Oh, you see me avoid him like a pro? Oh. I just realized what that is. Oh, come on. My gun has now completely separated from my player. It's a little annoying. The jam works. Okay, so that's a little annoying to practice. Because it just kills you after the timer goes off. So I don't know if I can practice this. Hold on. Is there practice mode options? That I want on. That should be on by default. I don't know why it's not. There's not a practice option. Spare Pizza Tower. Play thoroughly with the playtesters. That's good to hear. It would be nice if you had an option that turned the timer completely off so people could practice. Because right now, it's really hard to play. I I think having the ability to practice it would make it a lot more fun for the people who are attempting to beat it. So that's what I would say. Otherwise, this is really fun. Like, this is a blast to play once you understand what's going on. I did that again. Yeah, I'll send this over to Gigs. I think it does enough right that it makes it a fun level to play. I just wish there was a better way to practice it. As well as some additional, like, design flavorings, but... No, it's a 10 moon. But 11 minutes is crazy. I wouldn't mind seeing that rated. I don't know if I'd ever go for that, but... Really fun level. Really, really fun. Alright, next up is System Phantom. Gearbox, another platformer. You can shoot your way out of any problem even if you're in an Antarctic research facility half a kilometer below ground. Wow, that's a description. Shooting gears with guns. Shooting gears with guns. Oh, that actually sounds really intriguing. Hold on. I'm excited. This is an 8-minute P-min. Okay, once again, I think this background would work better darker. But that's just my personal opinion. Your memory isn't fully recovered yet, we'll keep this brief. You were part of a research team before you were attacked by the gears. A hive mind of pure destruction and chaos. Okay, can we be so for real? The gears in their default design don't look that good. I think those need a little something extra to them. Due to your advanced mechanical skill set, you've been chosen to enter the facility and defeat the gears of the sniper rifle. Okay, so this is run and gun, isn't it? Oh! That's actually really cool. That's cool. What's not so cool is the design they chose to use. I'm not getting the coin. I think because the design just cuts off. Some glow on the edges would make this look like 3 times better, in my personal opinion. I have done ice designs before with this exact block palette. Adding some glow makes it look completed. Right now, it looks a little bit on the weird side. Can I shoot y'all? I can. See, when they said shooting gears, I thought this was going to be a puzzle level where you got to rotate the gears, but... Ooh, a double. No, like, the mechanics in this are, like, really well done. The visuals are not so well done, but that's alright. Okay, I don't have, like, limited ammo. I can just keep shooting and reloading. Yeah, the sniper mechanic's pretty cool. I just wish the visuals were better. Right now, it's hard for me to want to, like... It's hard for me to enjoy it to its fullest potential when, like, the visuals kind of feel a little... Okay, that's cool. I like that. That's awesome. I just wish the visuals were way better designed, because right now it feels really weird. Oh, is this an auto scroller? This is an auto scroller P-Man. Okay, that might be a bit above my pay grade. Oh, is there not a checkpoint? Oh, I want to check. If there's no checkpoint at the auto scroll section, that's a problem. You know, I don't think there's a checkpoint. You have to restart from the story. We're going to play through this one more time. I also think skipping the story could be nice. Intro no longer appear once you see in the first attempt. Okay, even though if it takes you back to the tutorial zone, I think that's even still, that's a little annoying. Like, the concept is brilliant, but the execution of the concept, maybe not as brilliant. We're gonna check to see where this takes us. Oh, I somehow shot one from way back there. Ugh, I died. Because if I have to do this every attempt from the auto scroller, then I think this is not similar. I don't want to be negative. I should not be negative, but like, it'd be pretty annoying to have to do this every attempt. So I hope they have a checkpoint. Nearly died again. That's not good. Alright, let's see if there's a checkpoint. I sure hope there's a checkpoint. This zoom in is really cool. Okay, there is a checkpoint. Thank you. I don't know why I couldn't find it. I'm so stupid. Oh, that's a little annoying to play. The gun stuff is so well done. The visuals, I don't think are that well done, personally. This is a tough one. Frank, personally, that's not hard, dude. Robtop's rating Viper sends. Oh, that's exciting. That's exciting, Goldcraft. I think there needs to be a bit of a visual overhaul, especially on the saws. Right now, it's a really, really cool level conceptually, and the gun mechanics are so well done. But the visuals, I think, are just taking it away from that, especially with some of the gameplay being really difficult to learn. But I really loved the gun ideas there. Those were so well done. All right, this is Gabriel Mario's new request 1.0 preview with color red. Okay. Made 1.0 level for fun. Does use layering because I forgot that wasn't a thing in 1.0. Just imagine it without layering. Possible without. Probably going to fix in the future. Don't feel very motivated. It's also a preview. That's all good. I will give you some feedback on your preview. Let's take a look. This is looking sick. I love this so far. I do think like this section, I know this section could use some like background changes to the music. Always want to keep that intensity going. Yeah, this reminds me a lot of like Schizophrenia with a more like concrete theme. This part I think could also use some background pulsing if possible. Sometimes it's not. But yeah, this is coming along nicely. This is some peak ideas, like peak 1.0 stuff I haven't seen yet. So really nice job on that. I'd say add more pulse energy, especially in the background, and the ground could also be really cool. But great job so far. This is sick. If you're watching this right now, awesome job. If you're gonna watch it in the future, awesome job. That is coming along very nicely. Just fix some of the layering stuff, and you should be all good there. Broadtino has a level. It says gimmick rooms as the description. 21 rooms. Misty's played it. That's awesome. Easy, medium, demon. Okay. Well, let me go back to normal scrolling here. Let's take a look here. 4:41 a.m. for you. That's crazy. Oh, I see. This is like long jump cube. Yeah, that's pretty fun once you know what to do. Lots of zoom for mobile. I'm not playing mobile right now. Nice to know that's there. Long jump. You know, I actually like the visual style here. It's very reminiscent of old Flash games. Nice sync to the music here. Should not have survived that, but I'm just that pro. Alright, gotta fit through this gap, and I did so. I did not fit through that one. I'm not a huge fan of the shaders, but at the same time they do add like something of substance to the level. So I guess it's begrudgingly, they're fine. And then we're gonna fall around. Oh, that's gated. That explains a lot. Ooh. Let's open the one down there. You don't see the way to get down there. Is it in the waterfall? No. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, I can't see that from the practice mode menu. No, I like this. This is fun. We haven't seen a whole lot of change visually from it yet. That is something I think that would be important to add, is just some visual change. It could be as simple as like changing color, changing blocks. The platforms don't come back. That's a little annoying. I assume it's for this puzzle. Yeah, I think I've seen enough. I think this is Sunworthy. I would have liked to see some changes to it, but I do really like the style. I'll see if Gigs likes it too. Can't play much more of it though, because time reasons. So. I do really like the ideas in that. I do think the gameplay might be a tad annoying, but that just might be a skill issue, so. Alright, next up is Cerrito Mania. The Lost Souls. Oh, it's this level! Has Gigs already played this level? I don't think Gigs has played this. If you have not seen this level yet, you need to. This level is insanely good. It is an auto story art level, but... That's refusing to download. Interesting. I guess you're not getting one of the songs. Okay. But take a look at this. Take a look at this level. Has Gigs played this? If Gigs has already played this, I can't send it to anybody, but this level is insane. And I can't have the song for some reason. It wouldn't download. But the visuals on this are crazy. This is also the level that ruined Infra's chat on one of the streams. Hey, we don't request in the comments. You gotta fill out the form. No IDs in chat. Yeah, this level's insane. If Gigs has already played it, I can't send it over, but this level is awesome. Definitely worthy of like a legendary. All right, next up is Frigo Blaze. Wacky Rooms, another platformer here, 6 to 9. Want to make a fun level, it'll be easy to make one, ever to know that I want to work hard to get all my first creator points. All right, well, let's take a look here. Why is none of my songs downloading? Oh. Am I still streaming? Has the stream popped up? Okay. I can't download songs for whatever reason. Everything else is working. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to restart the game. See if that fixes it. But if I can't download songs, I might have to stop. Okay, why is it doing this? Do I have too many songs downloaded? No. No, because this happened with the last level too. Can someone try opening their game and see if they can download music? Like NLK, could you check? Newgrounds is down. Okay. Well, we'll play this silently, I guess. That's a little annoying. Alright, so this looks like it's themed off of, How It's a Platformer. It looks like your level's cutting off at the top of my screen. Yeah, it's cut off at the top of my screen. So you probably want to fix that. And that it's not going to work for every device. Toggle blocks, cool. The thing with this is that the only reason How It's a Platformer got rated was due to its length and the amount of levels that it had. I personally don't think this is rate worthy. Especially, like, it doesn't really do that much different than what How It's a Platformer did. And for room platformers, it's very important that they stand out. This does not stand out to me. Also, this level's really hard for some reason. Oh, is it auto? It might be auto. It's auto! That's why. I can't even see the names of it. I would definitely lower that text or increase the camera FOV. That's buggy. Interesting. Like that little puzzle element, though. That was pretty cool. Yeah, all the gameplay is kind of just feels very similar to How It's a Platformer. I definitely think you should try some unique ideas of your own. And I think that would definitely help with this. The background's cool, but the overall concept is way too similar. That'd be my recommendation, yeah. Having fun playing this. Sorry I couldn't get the song. I don't know why. I thought I saw a secret way up there. Ugh. Yeah, you want to make it your own project, not like an inspiration. There we go. I actually don't mind Plat straight fly. It's just I'm not good with the jetpack. Ugh. No. There we go. Wow, it took me a while. Back to Cube. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, toggle orb's a cool concept to add to this. Oh, mirror level. That's another thing you could do is also like change the color. As like maybe the song goes on and goes to the different parts of the song, you could change the color there, and that could look cool. Hey, NetFedEx, good to see you here. But yeah, cool start. Song still won't download. That's annoying. All right, if that's the case, I might have to end stream soon. Hopefully not. All right, this is by Hurst69. It's uploaded on the official 1.3 GDPS account. It's using Dryout. I can play this with the music. What do you know? It's a 1.3 GDPS level. Hurst69's first 1.3 GPS level. He took over a year to make it. The mask thing was original at the time he made it because it took him over a year to make it and got popularized in 1.3 DPS. Okay, well, let's take a look at this mask. I'm very cool. I'm very interested in this. Now, I love the pulse sync. It's a bit bright, a bit maybe flashy, but I like the sync that I'm seeing so far. And the designs are beautiful for the GDPS. Feels a bit weird that now that the song has bumped up in intensity, the pulses went away. I think maybe the pulse intensity, these two parts should be switched, personally. Some cool pad design stuff. Ah, he's the first person to do this. Well, props to him. This is one of the coolest concepts I have seen done in GDPS. And here's the thing. I think it's technically possible on 1.0. I think you could do this in 1.0. Also really like this part. This is also like technically possible in 1.0. It just wouldn't look this good. This is an awesome level. Holy crap. And this gameplay is actually really fun. This part feels a little meh compared to what we just saw, but it's not bad by any means. They're just a little out of place. I think Giggs will love that. That's sick. That is amazing. I'm actually gonna comment that. Wow. That is really, really good. All right. I will play a few more levels here. I might have to end stream soon. I apologize if I don't get to your level. But with the song Newgrounds down, that's making things a little difficult. Oh, never mind. It's back up. Core level that's out of this world, no pun intended. I still might end stream soon after playing a few more levels just because I have to go to bed early, but Newgrounds is back. Classic course out level, we did a great job of combining cool elements of amazing pulse work. There are cool galaxy arts too. Everything made in 1.9 limitations. Favorite level by this creator. Well, let's take a look at this. I'm very excited to see this. Oh, that was nuts. I'm not supposed to hit that orb. This is really pretty for 1.9. Like 1.9 design style. This is awesome. I don't see core this like vibrant all that often, so this is awesome. Nice sync there. Oh, bit of a skip there. Building up the intensity nicely. That is such a cool core level. That is so, so cool. Also, the gameplay, little janky at probably learning it, but I think that could be very, very fun to play. That is an awesome level. Wow. I'm definitely sending that one over. Very, very cool. I'm like taking out of words. There's not much I can comment on about that. All right, I'll play another 2 levels here. Bloodsucker Work in Progress 3. I think I played a different Work in Progress of this by User Ghost, but we'll play it. I like the gameplay is really fun and it syncs really well. Duel's a little tricky. I feel like this is not supposed to be the song for this, but it syncs so well. Wow, this got crazy real fast. Definitely did not do that correctly. That's really fun. I don't know if I played a Dip to Ultra. Yeah, that's really fun. Guess keep doing that. I would maybe redesign the duel a little bit. The duel felt a little hard for the rest of it, but yeah. Okay. Red Hell. Verify. And it says Red Blue Hell is the description. Let's take a look. This is by the guy who made Feed the Weird Horse. Did I not get the song? I did not get the song. Okay, this is just Blue Hell but red. I'm not gonna play through it. That's already a rated version. Yeah, we're gonna skip this and call that not our final request. So, thanks for sending it though. I've already beaten that level, so. Iniqua, maybe? This must be the level Chaikin wanted played. Let's take a look at it. I think this will be a good final level, hopefully. Holy. Ooh, my voice is starting to go out. This is really pretty. The camera movements are also so smooth. I think it'd be cool if I saw my wave before that transition happens. Yeah, this part's a little unreadable, but I don't think it takes away from the level at all. That part's so that transition's so awesome. Shame I don't like a lot of the gameplay in this latter part. Well, this gameplay feels really whack. It could just be learning though. There we go. Apparently there's an orb at the end of that. Okay. Don't jump. Okay. Definitely a level you have to play through once. But yeah, that's high feature epic. That's insane, yeah. Excellent level to end things off on. All right. Well, fantastic. I apologize to those that I was not able to get to in the stream. I'll try to... I'm going to be streaming next week as well. So if you did not have your level played this stream, you can throw it in next week. I'll be streaming probably around the same time, some point next week. But yeah. Thank you so much for those who joined. That was a great level to end off on. And I will see y'all later. Have a good rest of your day /